Hi, Bo here from High Tech Investment, and welcome back to the channel where we once more is going to start off the series here with the 4 weeks looking back at the profit retriever and which of the top 10 will actually be doing best. The results are getting better and better every single week here at the moment, and this week we are up by 10,000, as you can see from the thumbnail itself. So we are now at week 27, and we're going to have a look at the last 4 weeks. Plus, obviously, we're also going to have a look at the top 5 to see how everything went this particular week. The good part here is that we can see things are moving in the right direction again after a couple of very weak weeks here where we were very low on profits. It is up again, so let's go and have a look and see exactly how the top 5 did. And the first ones we have here is actually the FTSE 100 has moved into number 1 spot with $928 or 9.3%. We have seen the Aussie USD number 2 signal here also do quite well, but a lot lower down the ranking, as you can see, $362 or 3.6%. And then it gets tight in between the CAD Swiss francs, $353 or 3.5%. And then Euro New Zealand, $303 or 3.0%. Last one in the top 5 here is the US dollar Swiss francs, $277 or 2.8%. If you would have traded those 5 in the last week here, you would have made $2,224 or 4.5%. And that is definitely a good improvement. I believe we were in around the $1,700 mark last week. So it's very nice to see things are moving forward, but obviously also the FTSE 100 that really cashed in this week helps the overall results. Now, don't forget that when you are looking at the individual details, when you're looking at the profit retriever, it is all about the stability. It's all about continues to cash in, not necessarily make you rich tomorrow, but basically making sure that things are very stable. And through our website here, we have every single week. So we are posting the top 5 results, and also we are posting these particular videos here week by week. So you can follow exactly the progress of the individual signals and look for the best ones to actually trade. And you can do that either by just trading them yourself, or you can also go and have a look at our entire portfolio in here together with the monthly results that is coming up. And those are the ones we always keep for the last 4 weeks, so that you have a very good idea of which ones are the most stable ones, which ones are the ones that are continue to cash in. Just make sure that when you are setting things up for yourself on the profit retriever here, that you also have a look at exactly what amount of money you have to trade with, because there's a big difference in between the Forex, the index, and the metals here. And that is again what the little red text is all about, to make sure that you are covered and you don't blow your accounts. Obviously very important. So let's go and have a closer look and see which ones are in the top 10 for this particular week. So the sell for this week looks like this. As always, we obviously have number 1 to 10. We have the individual metal index and Forex pairs here. We have the links, and I have to tell you also the links still has the account numbers on them. I did promise you that we're gonna put on the Expert Forex copy link service links here, but unfortunately Alex has been away on leave. Still is, but he has promised me that he will be able to get them up and running by sometime over the weekend or next week here. So hopefully at the next video things will be exactly as they should be, so with all the copy links ready for you if you're interested. Now on top of this, we have the last week results, and you can see there is some shifts once again this week here. There is a couple of signals that are actually coming in from outside the top 10. And then we have week 24, 25, 26, and 27 making up the total sum over here, and then also the profit at the end of the day. So let's have a look at the number 1, which is actually the same one as we had last week. So this is the gold. The gold is actually cashing in on a continuous basis. And as you can see here, 470, 502, $350, 210. So it was a bit on the low side for week 27. Overall, total sum $1,534 or 15.35%, still makes it in the top. So obviously that is a good thing. And the second part is a new high jumper. So we have seen the FTSE 100. So it is currently second. It was down in 6th last week. And as always here with the individual signals, we can see that especially on index side, you will have some gaps in the weeks where it makes no profit. It has a bit of a drawdown and then it comes back again. And the FTSE 100 was basically no different with the week 24 of 437. Then they made nothing. Then they made a small little $11. And then after that, it came back, so scoring $928. And again, that puts it in second place with $1,376 or 13.76%. So definitely never just adjust these indexes all the time. Don't just trade them for a week or two. As you can see, the stability is there, but yes, it doesn't cash in every single week. And we have a good example of this. For the one that is in third position and was actually in second. This is again the US 30 number 2, link 107C. And also this one here does quite well, but it seems to be trading only every second week. And then it has the drawdown, 833 for week 24, and then it made nothing in week 25. Comes back again and cashes in $429 in week 26. And then again, week 27, it has a small drawdown. But when you look at it over a 4-week period of time, it's $1,262 or 12.63%. And that is definitely also a very good and stable results when you are looking back at it at a bigger perspective and a longer week by week. Number 4 is New Zealand Swiss franc. And it was number 4 last week. It is this week. And you can see the stability within that signal here too. 360, 295, 293. 167 and overall $1,117 or 11.18%. So again, it's simply cashing in week on week. Another index has creeped up, and this is the Aussie 200. It was number 9 last week, and this index here is actually cashing in every single week. As you can see here, it is a bit smaller than the US 30 and the FTSE 100. So when it cashes in, but it's a bit more stable and has been for the last many weeks and months. And overall, it made $893 or 8.93%. And that is basically the top 5 that we have this week. So a lot of metal, a lot of index, and only one currency pair, so the New Zealand Swiss francs. But if you would have traded those top 5 results in the past 4 weeks here, you would have made $6,185 or 12.37%. And that is definitely a very good top 5 results. If we go to number 6, this is the US Swiss francs, link 36C. It was number 8 last week. It has moved up slightly. And again, also here you find a lot of stability. So week 24, $436. Then week 25 was not so good here with 17. Again, cashing in week 26 and 27, several hundreds. And overall, we managed $886 or 8.86%. So definitely also another results that are working quite well. We have the US 30, another index here. This is the original one, link 53C. And that was number 3 last week, and it has dropped down a bit. Not necessarily because it is in drawdown all the time, but as you can see, this particular one also seems to be in a drawdown every second week. Then it comes in and cashes up. So on the profits overall, and we can see $814 or 8.15%. It's definitely still a very good and stable results. Maybe not when you look at it on a day-to-day or week by week, but that is why exactly we have this particular series running. Number 8 is the Euro New Zealand. This is link 56C. That is also one that is cashing in quite nicely. It had a very good week in week 24 with $343. Then again, week 25, 26, where we saw the profits come down. It also was a bit on the low side here with $68 and $34, and now back up again. So to 303, and that's actually why it has jumped from 13th spot up to number 8. So nice little jump just for 1 week of extra profit. Overall, $749 or 7.5%. So also very good signal here. The Aussie USD 2 is certainly one that does quite well. It was in a bit of a drawdown, so about a month ago. That's why it went down to basically 15 on the list and now has jumped up again on to number 9. Week 24, we can see it had the drawdown, so basically 0 profits after that, starting pick up again. $84, week 26, $262, and then week 27, very, very strong, $361, or $708, or 7.09% overall. So also here it's coming back, and a lot of these are very, very tight together. It is small, minute changes in between. The last one is a stable one, and that is the British Pounds USD number 2, link 100C, and it was number 10 last week and continues to stay there. It did also have a week 24 was very down on profits, but since then it has actually done quite well, $384, $95, and $192. Overall, just a bit short on the $700 mark, $693, or 6.94%. That is basically the top 10 you have in here. Now, obviously also the week 24, if we go and have a look at it, that is the strongest week that we had with $3,638, or 3.64%. Then we had week 25, 26, which was actually a bit on the low side here. Week 25 overall, we managed only 1,755, or 1.76%. And again, here in week 26, we have $1,985, or 1.99%. And as I mentioned here, we can see things are picking up a bit. So week 27 actually up 2,658, or 2.66%. And if we have a look at the entire portfolio of these 10 with the total sums, we can see that it adds up to just over $10,000 and $10,037.89, or 10.04%. And that's what you basically would have had if you would have traded these particular 10 results over the past 4 weeks. So that is also very good return and very, very stable, which is the most important thing here. Now I keep mentioning stability in here when it comes to the profit retriever, and I believe that is quite important. Obviously, we have now traded the profit retriever, which is coming up to almost 500 days now. And yes, we have blown an account or two, but overall profit continues to come in very, very nicely. And we've just made a recent video here, so which we have on the screen also, and that is for the Q2. So basically from April, May, and June. And that shows again here that even though it is a bit low compared to the Q1, we made $47,000 in profit. And that is again over the entire portfolio here. You can have a look at that particular video to understand exactly how the profit comes. And obviously it is not stable when you look at it on a day-to-day basis. It might not be stable, as you can see on these particular Excels here, also on a weekly basis. But if you look at it at a monthly basis, and if you also look at it at a quarterly basis, you keep them on there and they continue to trade. They will also cash in exactly the profit that you are looking for. And $47,000 is definitely not bad, especially when we also consider again here that we are not increasing the lot size for our initial portfolio. It continues to be like we always traded with a $10,000 account. So obviously overall you should be able to squeeze a bit more out of it at the end of the day. But now don't forget, this is not trading advice. This is not investment advice. This is simply how we trade it and how we believe things should be traded. That's what we are doing on our live accounts here also. We are always using our demo accounts. We are also using these particular Excels to figure out which ones are the ones that we should actually trade on live real money accounts here. And then we go and change them slowly but surely. So, but definitely we are not changing anything out every single week. As you can see, most of them are stable, most of them are cashing in. So it's pretty much a bit about being just patient and letting the EA come back to you. Obviously, the ones that are not on the coupling service, we are able to do a lot more hedging and manual recovery, which we do, and that provides even a better return on the investment here for the profit retriever itself, now that we understand exactly how most of these things are working. So I really hope that you get something out of this weekly profit here again. Gives you a good idea of which ones you actually should be trading, which ones are the ones that are the best here, and also which ones are the long-term ones that you need to have a look at. Even if you are trading this yourself, this is still valuable information. So I hope to see you on next week's video too. Bye-bye.